Now the crew of Pegasus prepare to journey on towards Jupiter and the outer solar system. The fastest route is to fly by the Sun and use its enormous gravity to accelerate them to 300 kilometers per second.
We're not doing this flyby just to pick up speed. This is a unique opportunity in its own right. We're going to be analyzing a star closer than ever before. You know, the Sun is one of the last unexplored regions of the solar system.
From Earth, we can only see the surface, the photosphere. But Pegasus is going to pass through the outer atmosphere of the Sun, the corona, and we're going to get our first samples from a star.
During the solar flyby, Pegasus needs extra protection. Her own magnetic field to repel the Sun's lethal high-energy particles. But nothing can protect the crew if they encounter the awesome power of a solar flare this close to the Sun.
What about these flares? I mean, even at solar minimum, we're bound to get some. The magnetic shield won't help us against that.
How about if the field generator fails?
Well, if that fails, it's a loss of crew.
We've really looked into every aspect of energy management on this. Well, it's safety driven.
It's not just during the flyby they have to worry about solar radiation. It's a constant risk once they leave the protection of Earth's magnetic field.
Over the course of the entire mission, we get the equivalent of 8 chest X-rays a day.
These dosimeters will change color if our own personal levels get too high. These bubble tubes let us know how much radiation is passing through the cabin here. A bubble forms each time a charged particle hits the gel. Some radiation will get through, and we have to minimize the effects with special dietary supplements.
Pegasus, control. We have the descent pad through at this time from Santa Claus at the North Pole, and he's expecting to rendezvous with you guys
Claire.
in 200 on the 25th.
I've been taking another look at our cumulative doses. Looks like some of the radiation got through the shield and into the flight deck.
Weather here is serious.
I've increased my supplements and have taken blood samples for analysis. I'd love to hear your view.
Merry Christmas, Pegasus, and hope Santa gives you everything you ask for. Control out.
Pegasus will pass the Sun's closest planet, but there will be no landing on Mercury.
Well, it's not for lack of interest. There's a big metallic core and a very mysterious magnetic field. And on the surface, the temperature goes from around 420 degrees centigrade to minus 170 at night. So even that close to the Sun, there could be water ice at the poles. But if we landed there, we'd lose so much speed it'd put another year on the mission. So next time.
Powering down the centrifuge.
Generating a magnetic field powerful enough to shield them against the Sun, even at a distance of 5 million miles, means diverting power from all non-essential systems.
Centrifuge is offline. 0.5 G. 0.3 G. 0 G.
What was the final word on the aircon?
Sorry, we need those amps. We've got to power it down.
Okay, let's batten down the hatches. Slowing round to the native X-axis.
As Pegasus nears the point of closest approach, she rotates 180 degrees and uses her disk as extra protection.
Coming up on 40 degrees. Shadow in 10 seconds.
Of all the bodies Pegasus will encounter, none are more important than the Sun. All life depends on it.
We have totality.
Magnetic field is going up.
Aurora Pegasalis.
Our very own Northern Lights.
Okay, this is the last call to abort the flyby. Let's have your assessments.
Flight, we have the final reporting. Flare activity is expected to remain low with less than 1% chance of proton events through closest approach.
Flight, all systems are nominal. Shield temperature is 2,300 degrees.
God said, let there be light. Good luck, guys. It's been a pleasure working with you.
They're in the outer atmosphere of the sun.
I'm not hearing them anymore, Flight. Surgeon?
Still getting strong biosensor readouts. Flight, space assets and ground stations are reporting flare activity.
Which quadrant?
Checking.
Do they have a class yet?
Predicting S1 class.
Quadrant.
That's west. Confirmed. Might disrupt our comm a little, that's all.
Due to reacquire signal in 3 hours.
Trajectory confirmed. Flight, we'll need a couple of mid-course corrections for Jupiter, but it's acceptable.
Our dosimeters are mostly in the green. John Pearson's edged into the amber. Cameras had a tough time, and 7 computers shut down.
Even with the hatches down, it felt a little too close for comfort in here. Well, what a sight. We saw rivers of plasma beneath the photosphere, and we got an outstanding view of the magnetic loop fields on X-ray. It was incredible. We also detected some sunquakes, I guess, triggered by that flare to the west. We're all very glad to have missed that little piece of weather.
Magnetic field generator offline. Centrifuge is online. 0.2. 0.5. 14.
The Sun has accelerated Pegasus towards Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system, 7 months and 470 million miles away.